Hey guys, welcome to Toy Chat. This is Max.
And Sang.
So, our Fashion Fairytale week has concluded officially. Our full Fashion Fairytale week playlist will be linked in the description below. We have officially reviewed every single doll you see here on our channel. We made it through the weekdays. Considered taking this into a full 7 days, but this project was already quite an undertaking. But we are going to give you guys a little bit of bonus material in this video. You know, we got some questions on our videos about the set we built, the Enchanted Forest set, which, yeah, was quite an ordeal, let me tell you. So we are just going to briefly overview how we created this set, and we're also going to show you guys a handful of other Fashion Fairytale convention dolls that we own but did not end up reviewing this week. So firstly, we're just going to jump straight into the set. So essentially what we did is we just took a couple of pieces of plyboard and fastened them together with some help from my general contractor stepdad. And very first thing was we basically just took a really large printout of a picture I took of a redwood forest where I went hiking a while back, and I'm actually pretty happy with how it turned out.
Yeah, the quality wasn't so bad. You did pay kind of like a premium price for it, so it was a pretty expensive portion of the cost of the materials. But yeah, I mean, it turns out really nice. It kind of blends in. And
from there, you know, we had to basically just cover everything to kind of obviously give it some texture and realism. So we went shopping at Michael's and we purchased, honestly, you'd be really surprised like how many items you can just, if you're trying to craft something or make something fun. And also, you know, if you've never watched, we did post a video a while back for a tutorial of toy photography and stuff like that. So I'll link that in the description if you want to check that out. But yeah, it's pretty crazy how much you can do if you just pick up a couple props and stuff at, you know, Michael's.
I mean, here in California, we do a thing called like in elementary school and middle school, like it's like a mission. Like we have to build our own mission or recreate a mission that's in California. So a lot of these materials came from that. So like the moss grass area and like the smaller things, yeah, you can pick those up from there. And then, you know, Michael's has some kind of like 1/12 scale items to make kind of like a fairy tale, like a foresty area. So they have that, but just have to keep in mind that certain things don't look quite as good or right to scale for like a 1/6 scale, which is something that we usually work in. Like all our dolls and toys are usually 1/6 scale, which means 1/6 of what a human size would be.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you just have to be mindful. Like sometimes like this thing looks really cool, but it just doesn't. It's not the right size for the project you're working on.
Yeah, you always want to consider the scale of, you know, the doll or toy that you're working with, because obviously, yeah, for miniatures, the standard is, it seems to be, especially when you're shopping at a place like Michael's, the standard is kind of 1/12 scale, which is obviously the height of stuff like, you know, Marvel Legends figures and Nendoroids and Funko Pop figures, but most of the dolls we work with and review are, yeah, 1/6 scale, but we found a lot of really cool stuff. There's like little mushrooms that were adorable, and most of this, by the way, the stuff that is, the stuff that's fastened down, we did use hot glue to glue it all down, and you have to be, of course, really careful when you're doing that.
And you don't have to use hot glue if you have extra time. You know, Elmer's glue can, majority of the ones that are kind of like laying on there, you can use Elmer's glue. I think the only thing that you really would need to use hot glue gun for is maybe like the trees and like the bushy areas, because like they're upright, so they'll just fall down. It just, hot glue is easier because it dries really fast.
Yeah, for sure. And, you know, lastly, basically, because we didn't want to have to go crazy with every side of the set, is, you know, basically just like the little portions on the sides are literally just foam blackboards that we covered in, you know, some faux greenery. But if you have any specific questions about the process and how we did this, you know, feel free to let us know in the comments. So obviously, as we said, we were huge fans of the Fashion Fairytale convention, so we do own a couple other dolls from that con that we did not end up being able to review this past week. You know, one of them being, which obviously we reviewed a lot of Poppies this week, but I do own Believe in Me, Poppy Parker. She was part of, or well, she was a sales room exclusive, wasn't she? Yeah. And she is, of course, Tinkerbell themed. Very cute. She's a cute doll. Simple.
She's probably the least popular of all the Poppies that came out, like you mentioned.
Yeah.
She's a little simplistic compared to the other girls.
Yeah. But I do appreciate how Tinkerbell, her hair is super cute. And of course, you know, you guys probably saw her in our review of Maléfique Elise, but I do also own the full Sweet Dreams Naja Rhymes welcome gift set, which I'm so in love with that gift set. Like, I'm actually of the opinion that it's the best and like largest, most detailed, luxurious like welcome item that I've personally ever seen at an Integrity Toys convention. And she is, of course, Sleeping Beauty inspired. She just comes with so much, and I love both of her outfits, and it was a cute idea how they kind of gave attendees like new pieces at all the events.
That was a really costly like welcome gift, considering you are getting $1.50 plus 2 outfits. They haven't done that in a while since that convention, and she's very pretty.
So also, Sang and I both own, rarest of all, a Yumi Nakamura, and she is Mulan themed. I really like that Ayumi. It's a really beautiful screening, and I just kind of like the magenta color pop on her. The headdress is really fun.
Which is funny, because I don't know how she's Japanese, but she's dressing like a Chinese character. I don't know. Yeah. There's some weird gray area there, but she's very pretty and she's very revealing. There is a serious issue with eye walk on this particular doll, so it's been quite a struggle finding a good one.
And lastly, I have a couple items from, of course, the Style Lab at Fashion Fairytale was Alice in Wonderland themed, and I have a couple items from that. I have the Mad Hatter themed Tate Tanaka doll, as well as the like Tweedledee Tweedledum Milo Montez, which I love. Actually, to be honest, that Milo and that Tate are two of like my favorite male dolls. And I have the matching, a few of the matching fashions, and also the Alice outfit as well. I wasn't a huge fan of the doll that came with the Alice outfit, but
it's interesting. It's the theme was Alice in Wonderland meets Clueless, so you definitely see the Clueless like vibe to it. Like, I think the straightforward Alice in Wonderland theme might be too not fashion heavy, like modern fashions, but the Clueless portion of it is a pretty nice twist on it.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, some of the fashions don't really work out because of that, but cute style.
Yeah, definitely. So if you guys happen to really want a full review of any of those other Fashion Fairytale dolls, definitely let us know in the comments. If the demand is strong enough, we will deliver.
If you'd like to see us do more of these kind of like themed weeks, like for maybe another convention or another toy line, if you would want us to do another like Lux Life themed one or Life from Fashion Week, let us know. We just have to build another set for each one, which is...
Let me tell you, y'all, it was time consuming. It took months for us to just make the decisions and like discuss what to buy and mapping things out, and it took days to build everything and set it up, and it cost a grand total of probably over $200
yes,
for us to do this and build this. So but yeah, we noticed the response to the videos has been really nice, really sweet, so we love that you guys are loving it. And yeah, if there's anything in particular you want to see in the future, definitely let us know. So now that all these videos are posted and our Fashion Fairytale week is complete officially, I will post in the description below our full playlist if you want to binge all the videos in our little mini series. So hit that like and subscribe button if you haven't. Let us know what you want to see next from our channel. And thank you again for joining us for this very special event. We appreciate you all, and we will see you next time.
bye.
And they all lived happily ever after.